Good evening. It is our off day, Sunday. We are off to go see my brother's little newborn. Hey, your armpit hair is showing. What a wet, rainy day it is today. We have arrived. Let's go in and see the new baby.
Wow.
Luca.
아, 있어. 두 개 있어. 여러분 얘가 처음에 뉴본 할 때 그 스카이 할아버지하고 오늘 첫 생명이에요. 울어? 눈 떠야지. 알았어. 내 또라이가 님이 얼른 이 쭈쭈쭈쭈 야 할아버지 안고 조세.
Hi, Luca. Hello. Hey.
치즈. 뭐 보여? 보이기는? 야 보이겠지 뭐. 뭐 보여? 아이고. 우리 어깨 무릎 발 코코코코코코코코.
아, 이게 한국말 가르쳐주는 그런 거예요?
이 어깨 무릎 발 머리 어깨 무릎 발 무릎 발.
Trying to find some Epsom salt to relax and put in our bathtub. This is a mission. Found some Epsom salt and some bath bomb balls. Bet that one. What? Bath bomb balls. Is that funny, Rosa?
이거 애기들이 쓰는 거 아니야?
No, it's for adults too. Gotta mask up when you go to the store every single time and wash your hands every single time.
Yeah.
There's the steak that my wife made in the air fryer. It was a real simple process. She just popped it in there for 10 minutes and it comes out really good. You can see how the meat looks right there. I think that air fryer is just magic. The way that it cooks it so that the outside layer, it's kind of like crispy almost on the outside, but the inside is still real moist and wet. Now normally I don't try to eat heavy meals right at night before going to bed because it takes your digestion system about 2 hours for it to fully digest before it is able to clear through the system, but it's okay. I plan on staying up late tonight anyways. I gotta eat a lot of calories. I gotta put some weight on. My smartwatch is telling me that I walked like 11,000 steps in the store today. It's a lot of walking around. It's good to really thoroughly chew your food. It makes it easier to digest. I've ate a lot of beef before, but Texas raised beef, Texas cattle, there's something about it that just tastes so much more delicious. Maybe it's just that they have such an expansive range of area to roam around stress-free. The meat that comes out of Texas is very good. We're also eating this with cilantro. These leaves right here, they're good because it helps to balance it out. When you're eating lots of meat, you want to balance out the fats with the greens so that you can digest it better. Life is all about balance. I'm starting to get stuffed from all this meat. High five. Good work, Rosa. Something's missing. I can't pinpoint it out, but something is missing with this meal. I'm gonna let that food kind of settle down, and in the meantime, I'll just post here and just kind of wait for that all to weigh down in my stomach. I'm just thinking about earlier tonight and how one of our customers at work, it's not one of our regular customers, but it was this one customer that came in almost around 8:50 tonight. And here in Texas, one of the laws is that if you're running a liquor store, you have to stop selling liquor at 9 o'clock. And she was in line at about 8:50, but I swear right around 9 o'clock we have this rush of customers that try to get to the store right before closing time. And at closing time, right at 9 o'clock, we don't make alcohol sales, because if you're doing that in Texas, you're going to get fined. You have a chance of getting your license suspended. It's not good. All the way around, it's not good. So I was explaining that to her. I had the option of just boarding up my drive-through windows so that she couldn't even, communicate with me, but she's like trying to talk me into paying extra money to purchase her alcohol, whatnot. And I'm like, no, it's not worth it. That fine itself is thousands of dollars. It's not worth it, man. And you'd be jeopardizing our business. Just come back on Monday. I know some stores around here, they close their drive-through window up at like 8:50 just for that fact that people try to purchase something before that closing time shop. Like, maybe we got to start implementing that kind of a rule too. Just my thought. You learn, you live, things in the liquor store business. Coming up on 5 years almost here doing this business. You know, it's interesting to think about because, you know, what do they say? They say that there's two most important things in your life. Two most eventful things in your life. The first event is when you're born and you come into this world, and the second event is when you find a purpose for why you came into this world. And for me, I feel like my calling here in this city is to connect with people and to give them a product that gives them a peace of mind, gives them some relaxation, takes off the edge in the day. There's lots of people that go through things in the day, and I try to keep it positive with my customers and, you know, never complain to them about anything, never criticize them for whatever they're going through. You know, we're all going through our own difficulties, through our own worries and problems. There's no human being here on this world that doesn't have their own set of problems. And sometimes I feel like I'm a bartender here at work, you know, listening to some customers' problems and trying to help them sort with it or give them some kind words of encouragement. I feel like I'm working and being very productive though. You know, there's a lot of productivity that comes with this kind of work. You gotta continually stay on top of your responsibilities. There's things that you need to reorder, that you have to make a list of, that you have to think ahead of time. You have to plan it out ahead of time so that, you know, it's not going to be out of stock in the future, because out of stock issues, they come up, but it's how you deal with those kinds of things that are important. It's all about finding new things too and supplying them to customers. One of the things that customers have been going really crazy over these days is this vodka called Pink Whitney. It's a vodka made by New Amsterdam through the Chiclets show. What's that? Some kind of a show. I can't think of that word, the show right now off the top of my head, but I get calls about it every single day, and finally we got a shipment of this stuff in after it seemed like months and months and months. But we didn't get a huge shipment, and it sold out pretty quick today. One customer snatched both of them up, but yeah, they only sent us like 2 bottles when I thought that we were going to get like a case at least. Gonna try to see if I can't get this in next week too. We'll see about that. Same thing with Peach Crown. That stuff is in scarcity too. People keep asking me about Peach Crown. I guess it might be a southern thing, like they like peaches, they like whiskey, and the combination of peaches and whiskey together, just people want that. And I gotta try to supply that, but it's one of those supply and demand things. You know, there's only so much of it to go around. I think I'm stuffed now. I'm trying to look at this food and trying to finish this plate of delicious food, but I had a yogurt earlier, I had some granola earlier, and I think I'm pretty set on eating tonight. I think I'm good now. You know, when you're drinking, it's fun and all when you're in the moment of drinking, but there's just times when you drink too much and the next day you get a really bad, intense, head-throbbing hangover. And the way to overcome it is to do a few things when you're drinking or prior to drinking. One of the things that you can do is eat something. Eat something with fats in it. Eat something so that your stomach is full and that when you're drinking, you're absorbing the alcohol into your intestines, and it's mixing with the food so that you don't get as drunk faster. Also, it's good to eat after you drink too. The second thing that you can do is drink water. A good general rule to use is to drink 8 ounces of water with each drink that you have. And also after a heavy night of drinking, prior to hitting the bed, make sure to drink another 8 ounces of water. Now, I know that at night you'll have the temptation to go and pee because your bladder's full, but it's better than having a hangover the next day. And the last thing you can do is to just cut down in moderation. Like if you're drinking too much of some Jack Daniels or some liquor, it's better to just take fewer drinks or not drink at all. I'm planning to drink a little bit tonight. It's the weekend, and here's what I'm gonna eat right before drinking. Some good fats, like some steak. It's got some asparagus, some mushrooms. And then while I'm drinking, have some water. And then also just get a good night's sleep. A lot of times if you're not sleeping right, that can affect your hangover the next day too. So remember to keep those things in mind, okay? Drink lots of water, eat something, and get a good night's sleep. I hope that helps you overcome your hangover. Thank you for watching. Peace.
Raindrop, drip, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.